Hi, this is Victor from Trend Following Trading for Beginners podcast. Today episode I would like to talk about why. In the last episode I talked about you need to decide to choose between trading as a hobby or as a business. And the next thing that you need to decide is why you start this trading as a business. Because this is very important, because time and time again you will be losing money, and it's part of the game. It's like a corn, you have the head and the tail, and you need to know when things are not going your way and you are bleeding chips, so to speak. You need to understand why you were doing it in the first place. Like a lot of people, when I first started, I just want to go into the market to just make some money on the side, be like a lottery ticket that I'm hoping upon hope to make some money. But I always lose a lot of money in the process, and also lose my sanity, my emotional balance. But once I decided I want to do this as a business, because I believe trading is like any other skills, it can be taught and anybody can learn about it and be good at it. However, you want to be the best of the best, let's say the top 10%, 5%, or even 1%, you really need to have something that drives you. And what really drives you and sets you apart will be your why. Why do you want to trade in the first place? So like I said, first of all, for me to make some money on the side to supplement my pay income. But ultimately, as my career grows, I face all sorts of difficulties, just like anybody else, and challenges. And one thing I came to realize that I want something that, and some sort of income that I'm control of. And doing share trading is one possible avenue available to me that I can have more control of and make some money and making enough, hopefully, to cover my expenses so I don't have to worry about my job. I'm still on that journey at the moment, but it's something that I aim for. And I consistently go back to ask myself why. Why I keep on going back. It's one thing that I found in myself, probably a lot of traders as well. Those one who didn't give up is always come back to share trading. Why? Because they believe in something. Something in them tell them that there is something you can do about it. Something that will really help you. But unfortunately, people don't have strong enough why, and this causes problem. And they fall apart and fall on the wayside and give up. For me, I always come back because, like I said, this gives me the possibility of making money, making a living without always going to a job that not possibly I hate but have no control of. For my job, my job career, I have been in the old days when I first started back in the 90s, in the West, if you jump about between jobs, people say that's not good for you because you just show that you couldn't get on with people. But back in Asia, like Hong Kong for example, if you don't jump every 2 or 3 years, people think you're stupid, something wrong with you. And that is quite different mentality. So I carry the Western thinking of just go ahead and continue work in one place, and hopefully I get promotions and go into senior management, that kind of stuff. But that sort of happens to me in a way. I become a team leader and into something, an area that nobody wants to do at the time, which is doing software application support. Out of the whole, at the time, the whole company, about 150, 200 people, somewhere in between that. Nobody wanted to do it. And I was the only one when the director wanted to set up a support team because it's taking valuable time away from developers. And I was the only one, so they get another people coming in and head up the operation, and I become a regional team leader in one of the satellite office. But I was promised many things, and everything was set up nicely and gone on. But then as time goes by, when pressure comes, work pressure comes, whatever was promised was not given to me because I was supposed to basically become a deputy director, so to speak. Learn under this new director who the company have bring in from outside, who have create a support team and run support team for years, know the ins and outs, and I supposed to become his sidekick and learn about it. But unfortunately, when it comes to crunch, that I supposed to take up this deputy job, they just, well, my director basically said, well, I'll give it to somebody else because you don't have the experience. So I was really gutted. So I went back and continued my job, but I was one foot out the door anyway. Then I went away to do contracting, and then I come back, the same company, do something else in the entire department doing development, and when I stay there and continue, I contribute quite a lot still, because of my support background was really good in what I'm doing. But then the company have, like any other company back in the 07, 08 time, downsizing. And I was made redundant because I went back in, my seniority only like 2.5 years at a time. And I found really, really gutted. This is a company I spent together in two trenches, spent about 15 years of my life. And they just basically, in the times, not doing well, just basically renege to what they given me. And then also when the financial crunch comes, I wonder people get chopped. So I wasn't very happy about it. And so this gave me, drive and do some other things. Share trading is one of the things. I also do property investment, so I'm also a landlord. But all this come to a boils basically comes to one thing, is I want to have more control of my life. So that I don't have to go to a job, and not necessarily I don't like the job, but I have more control. So if I get chopped, in my job, I still have an income. I'm not so worried, because I found that over time you give loyalty to people, you're not necessarily getting back. So that's my why. And also I got 4 kids. I want to put them through the best school I can. Having one job and try to give 4 children, what they want in school as in life, and buying things for them in holiday is relatively tough. So this is my why, and I always go back. But the main reason is the control. I have control of my life, and I think that's a lot of people what they want to do. In general, not necessarily in shares, but it's either tradings or businesses, or properties or whatever. They just want more control in their own life, and this is my why. I want control of my own life, and this is why I do the share trading. And over time, I found it could be relatively difficult because I don't have the right mindset. And all this is self-taught. I've gone and went on to a couple of training courses, but like what I found out from my development days, if you do training course, if you don't use it, you lose it. After a couple of months, you lost everything in your mind. You don't remember things good enough, and then you have to take another course and do it again. So the best is trick from my point of view is take a training course, do a lot of work, actually using what you've been trained on. And that's exactly what I've done for shares. I went on a training course and basically get down on my hands and knees and just work on it and work on it and work on it. I still have many things to work on, but at least slowly I can improve over time. But this will be covered in another episode sometime later. But today I really want to talk about is your why. Recently basically go on YouTube and listen a lot to Simon Sinek, and he's always talk about why. Why do this, why do that? And for us, the trader, to be really successful, and when you face losing streak, when you face drawdown, losing money, you will go back to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Especially when life is tough. And this is what I want to bring on the table. Once you decide you want to do trading as a business, you need to have a strong why, maybe a mission statement that you can always go back to, and that will help you through the bad times. So I hope today this little chit chat with you will give you some light in the share trading. Like I said before, doing share trading, this podcast, I'm going to give you what I found to be true, what I found to be useful to me as a human being, not as a people who sign in courses. I'm actually an active trader. I make money, not a lot at the moment, but at least I stop a lot of my losses. Big, huge, white shark bite, so to speak. And I just want to share my thoughts, and hopefully whoever find it useful can benefit from it. So if you found this podcast interesting or to your liking, please subscribe to my podcast. And also, I offer a 15 minutes chit chat, no obligations calls on Zoom, and basically just find out what you are, if you are new to trading or you are already doing trading a lot and need some help or guidance, or just want to chat with me. Go ahead, and I'll put that in the link into this podcast. And there's no obligation to do anything other than just a quick chit chat. I do have some mentorship things I want to sell, but it's up to you. It's no force whatsoever. You just want to quick chit chat and catch up. That's no problem. I've got a couple of people who do that already, and I'm here to help. So if you want to speak to me one-to-one on a Zoom call, then please sign up, which is in the description of this podcast. Thank you very much, and speak to you soon. Bye.